Gang!
What you want to do is you want to release a song, create all this buzz, push it, and then be able to loop back around and start this whole process over again. But more people know you, so the song spreads even faster. Before I start, I want to say this. Don't forget to go check out my music because I'm releasing incredible music. I've been building Smart Rapper, but now I'm back in artist mode because I got the rapper shortcut out. It's time. It's time. 2020 is my year. 2020 is your year. Go check out my music. Go check out all my singles. They're moving and people are loving them. New song every month, in case you're wondering how often I release and maybe how often you should release as well.
And it's only right I say I'm out. Yeah. Shark Tank is probably all this money or the cars only parking. I've been eating good.
So what I'm about to show you in this video is how a song, a single, your song, how this will actually work. How if you have a hit song, how you'll be able to make every single dollar from that hit song and how it spreads and the pitfall you need to make sure that you're paying attention to when you're blowing up. Because it's inevitable, right? If you keep working, you're gonna get there. So I'm gonna show you what you need to do to make sure that you don't lose everything, okay? Because this happens to a lot of artists and you're gonna see when I explain this. And I don't want it to happen to you because you're a smart rapper. All right, let's just say, I'm gonna draw a circle because I don't wanna try to draw the United States and look like an idiot.
Do it.
I'm gonna draw a circle like this, okay? So let's pretend that this is the world, okay? I didn't expect to draw a circle that good. Okay, let's say that we're here. This is you. Let's say this is you in your city in the United States. Let's just say, I'm gonna say this is the United States. I can draw, just leave me alone, okay? All right, so this is you in your city, and you release a single. I'm gonna show you how a song spreads and everything like that, okay? You release a song in your city, and you gain buzz in your city. And it's kind of like this. Obviously, it happens. The song is heard in different parts of the world and stuff starts spreading, but it starts here. Okay, you're here, you're in your city, you're releasing your song, and you start showing it to people. You show it to friends, friends start spreading it, it starts spreading, and it starts just going around, and it starts moving out, and it starts going, remember, this is the United States, okay? So this is US. If it's a hit, it starts moving. But what also happens is, when it starts getting picked up in, let's say like London, and and other places that can hear the song, this same spiral starts to happen with the song and starts growing. But it happens fastest here, as you're promoting the song. And what happens is an artist will tour. You'll tour, right? You'll do a tour, and everything is happening in here, and then the song's really moving in all these other places. So these other places, they want you to come tour there. So what happens is then the next season, you go to a tour and then you jump place to place. But this tour takes 6 months. And the reason that you do this and the reason that a label will do this is if you have a single that you can guarantee is making money and it's working and it's spreading like wildfire on its own without marketing dollars because it's so good, they want to make sure that you get every dollar out of it. They want to get every dollar out of the song because that one song can be worth tens and tens of millions of dollars. That's what a hit song is, and it can establish your whole career, right? So you'll tour in order to come here and make it spread more here. Oh, he came to show. You got to hear a show. I just went to a show, and then when you tour here, it spreads more here, and so on and so forth, and then it pushes further into other countries, and then the process repeats until you pretty much had the song get to every single country it could possibly get to and spread to, and then you or the label or your label that you own, which I'll show you how to do, makes every dollar possible off that song. Okay, but here's the problem and the pitfall I'm trying to explain to you. When this happens to you and you make $10 million off of a song, and you're just, oh my God, you're everywhere, right? Everybody knows who you are, but here's what happens. The buzz, let's say that you're from Chicago. I'm from Southside Chicago. Let's say that I created a song and it started blowing up in Chicago. Let's just say the song started blowing up in January 2020. Now what happens is this had started blowing up in January 2020. It spread to the rest of the United States by June. Okay, so it was like 6 months of pushing it, and then I was able to tour. But here's the thing, you wouldn't have your tour established to go into this until like January of the next year. So what happens is, it's been an entire year. This market who loved the hit song is already on to the next song because they have already been listening to this song for a year. It was hot here. But now what happens is it gets hot here, 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 and here. Because you're pushing it, okay? And this is the biggest mistake, and this is what I'm trying to teach you in this video. Most artists go and they tour in other locations, and they don't take into account that they need to release another smash song back to, let's say, the Chicago audience. They are no longer thinking about, let's say I released a hit song, they are no longer thinking about me. They are already played out on the song. The song is already worn out to them, okay? So while I'm touring in all these places, Chicago slowly, my buzz is fading in Chicago. Okay, so it's like a line, right? Let's say this is the tour. Let's say that this line right here is buzz. The more time that goes by, the line starts doing this. It starts erasing. So this is Chicago, and it follows me, and it erases behind me as time goes. As I move forward in that year, the fading of the buzz catches up too because people get tired of it as it goes. The way that I like to describe that buzz fading is like, hey, let's just say you're in a G-Wagon, right? Okay? Let's say you're in a G-Wagon and you're driving down a dusty road, all right? And when you're driving down a dusty road, what happens? It kicks up dust, and then what happens? The further you go, the dust starts to settle back on the ground. And that's like your buzz. The buzz slowly settles and no one cares anymore. It's just at rest. Thing is, though, is you never want that dust to settle. That's what a label artist does, and they kind of screw themselves because they don't release another hit song back to the initial audience. And this is why you need as many hit songs as possible. Because if you don't have another hit song to release to this audience no longer cares about you. The only people who care about you are out here, all right? And most artists don't do that. What you want to do is you want to release a song, create all this buzz, push it, and then be able to loop back around and start this whole process over again. But more people know you, so the song spreads even faster. Like when Drake releases a song, it just goes because he has the audience. And after you get your first hit song, you have to have another hit song to feed this audience. Otherwise, you lose these people. And they say, oh, he was last year. But if you keep giving them songs, you stay consistent, you stay relevant. And that's the message of this video, is if you don't have hit songs stacked, real, like songs that are gonna move, and a plan to promote them on a regular basis, you'll lose momentum. Chicago will stop caring about you. And then what happens is, it's basically like, damn, they give me the eraser. Shit, this is what happens. In that same spiral, this is what's happening. People just start forgetting about you as if you were erased and no one cares. I've experienced it. So you can't do that. You have to always be feeding your initial audience. You have to be releasing music on a regular basis, keeping these people entertained. Momentum is key. Think about artists from last year that you did that had a hit song. Think about Lil Nas X. We don't care anymore. Think about Sheck West. Oh, we don't care anymore. Why? Because he didn't release another song that got promoted enough to where we care. You have to consistently be releasing songs. And Russ is actually a really good example of this. He's consistently releasing songs. He was consistently releasing songs before. He'll release a record and then he'll release another record. He's keeping his audience. And what you need to know is, even if the songs aren't hits, as long as you're releasing songs, your audience is like, oh, as long as they like it enough, they'll stick with you. And you're still growing. But then when you finally get another hit, boom! It happens again, and you get to keep doing it. And this is what keeps happening for Drake. This is what keeps happening for major artists who are capable of making hit songs on a regular basis and already have the audience and never stopped. If you ever stop, if you don't release songs for 6 months, you will lose your momentum, and no one will care. And what will happen is, and this is, you need to understand this, because I made this mistake, I blew up, and I thought that everybody's gonna love me forever. No, people stop caring real fast. They move to the next thing. There's so much out there. As long as you release a single on a regular basis, this core audience, these people are being fed something, and they're thinking about you because, like, oh, he's still releasing shit and this shit's hot, right? But the thing is, you only have about 6 months to a year to release another hit. And if you don't, then you're stuck in what's considered the underground rapper thing, right? Where you stay at a medium level, you're touring forever, you still have a career and you're making money, but you're not a star anymore. You're known, right? Here's the thing, if you blow up and you have a hit song and everybody knows your name, right? Like, we all know Lil Nas X, right? But what happens? Any song that he released while he had his smash song #1 on charts, everybody wants to hear it because he's popping, he's buzzing. As soon as that buzz fades and it goes down, he can release 50 songs. We know his name. He's old news. I don't care. I don't want to hear any of his new songs. He ain't buzzing no more. I know his name, but I don't care. Do I want to hear songs from artists that I used to like in 2007? No, because they didn't stay relevant. Do I want to hear songs from artists in 2014? No, because they didn't stay relevant. Do I want to hear a Chief Keef song? No, because it's not 2012, 2013. He released songs all the time. You have to stay relevant. Otherwise, your career will not. You will not stay you won't go from star to superstar. You need more than one hit to go to superstar level. He had one hit. He became a star. Everybody knows who he is. He's not a superstar. It's not the same, okay? And that's the message of this video. You have to stay and keep momentum. You have to keep momentum. You have to be releasing songs, and you have to be planning to release songs, or you're screwing yourself, I promise you, okay? So, go make music. Go make a lot of music. Go make yourself a marketing plan. Make that hit. Make that plan to start blowing up. And make sure that you don't do like other artists and don't release enough music while your fans are waiting, and it needs to be good. The reason DaBaby stays so relevant right now, you're getting new songs from him on a regular. He's doing features with everybody. And that brings us back to the whole Lil Wayne thing, where in 2007, why was Wayne so relevant? It wasn't about the songs that Lil Wayne was releasing, it was the fact that Lil Wayne did over 100 features every year. He was on every person's song that you can imagine. That's how he stayed relevant while touring and still was releasing music. Work ethic, and he had it, and he had a lot of it, okay? Go make some songs, all right? Don't forget to check out my music, all bangers. Spotify, type in Rob Level, Apple Music, whatever, I'll put the links below. You really need to check out Shark Tank, all right? So, keep hustling, gang. Hit me with a subscribe, hit me with a like. Make sure you go check out and see if you can get your hands on the Rapper Shortcut. Links are gonna be below. I'm gonna teach you guys. You're gonna make it. All right, I got your back. Keep hustling, gang. I'll see you at the top. It's only right to say I'm out.
And it's only right I say I'm out. Shark Tank is probably all this money or the cars only parking. I've been eating good, stacking chips like a card game. Walk around knowing none of shit like a fart stand. All my shit is new age. I'm new wave, about to hang out with your baby.